Well, hey, hello. It's a weird intro. We're back at it again, Glasses Fogged Gang, episode 74. Did you know, fun fact, that there's a type of soup called Shchi? And I couldn't tell you how it's spelled because I don't know the names of the Russian alphabet. But it's like a W thing, except instead of like loops, it's flat on the bottom, and then it's got like a little at the end of the W on the right side. It's got a little mini backwards comma, and then the E is a capital N, but it's backwards, it's flipped, reflected. There you go, fun fact. I have no idea what type of soup it is. If you do, please, in the comments, tell me what the heck Shchi is. I would love to know. I could just look it up, but this is more fun. Anyway, I'm off on my way, going back home. It is so bright out, pretty warm. I'm in a jacket and a sweatshirt right now because I thought it was going to be cold, but it's toasty. Toaster strudel, as the kids are saying. My glasses are fogged. You know how it is. I'm currently washing my other masks. And I had all Zoom classes today, so I didn't feel like putting on my contacts, like, why would you do that? So I'm having a good day. It's kind of weird. I have two classes on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and the first one is at 12:45 and ends at 2, and the second one is at 4:15 and ends at 5:05. And it is weird to have classes that end this late. I mean, I've always had choir from 4:15 to 5:30. But that's like, I don't know, it doesn't really feel like a class, because it's more of just like a fun activity that I do, even though I get credit for it. But it's like approaching evening, and I haven't even had my second class of the day. Anyway, it'll be fine. I'll round out my days with some Greek, ancient Greek language, which I actually am pretty hyped about because it's a nice, easy class. It's pretty fun. I really like messing with languages, Languages are cool. So, this is fun. It's kind of like a puzzle, First, you gotta make your brain conform to the rules of that language, which are kind of the same as yours, but also a little different, and you just gotta figure it out. But then once you do, translating is just, a matter of knowing the grammar. Once you know the grammar, it's just a matter of knowing the vocab. Which at this day and age, you just need a dictionary, and you can find one of those online in 30 seconds usually. So it's cool. It's like a little puzzle, and you can figure out anything. I haven't practiced. I'll give you a story. It's story time. Starting with a fun fact. Middle segment is story time. It's like I structured this episode. So, story time. My cousin is, I guess not anymore, but was getting a master's at St. Andrews University in Scotland. And she was just starting to take Latin, learn how to read it. And I told her, I was like, hey, I took it in high school, so if you want any help, I can help you out. Which, I assumed with just, basic stuff, basic elementary Latin stuff, which I figured I still remembered. But then she sent me some emails, not emails, she sent me a text one time. I was like, hey, can you help with this? And I looked at it, and I was like, wow, I don't really remember how this works. But then you just take your time, and I figured out, like, I broke down the words. I was like, oh, this one's a verb, looks like a verb. The ending looks like this, and I knew what that meant. Just take your time, and as long as you figure out what the words mean, that's all you need. For all you Latin takers, there's a really convenient website online called William Whitaker's Words, and you can plug in any Latin word and it'll break it down for you and all the possibilities of what it defines, like what it could possibly mean. And it even breaks down the declension or the verb conjugation. So, like, I didn't even have to do any work. I just had to know that this website existed, and I had to know what the conjugations and stuff meant. Like, first, conditional past or something like that. I don't know. Conditional future, the conditional past. I don't know if that's a thing. But, like, I would have done this. But anyway, it's just cool stuff like that. Languages, translation, figuring things out like a puzzle. I'll leave you with this editorial, which is this is a good one. My mom used to make my brother and I, because we were lazy butts and we would never want to do anything over the summer except hang out with each other, but my mom had to work, so she would just leave us, my brother and I, just hanging out around the house over the summer, and like not really much to do because there wasn't really housework. Like, she would make us start making dinner before she came home, and like maybe clean the bathrooms every once in a while. But like, aside from that, we didn't have to do housework because my mom always rented. So pretty much the reason I would just hang around and do what we wanted to do. But one year she was like, hey, you guys better both do these mind puzzle the games to keep your brains from going soft. I don't actually think she said it like that, but she did make us do puzzle games and like logic puzzles and whatnot. And you know what? That's the editorial. You should do logic puzzles, or even like memorization tasks. Like, just take a deck of cards and flip over the top card, and then turn it back over, and then say out loud what that card was, and then flip the next card over, and then like say what those two cards were, and just like slowly do that until your brain can't work anymore and you get 15 cards or whatever. That would be a lot, I think. But the more you do it, the better you get, and it's all about making your brain denser, connecting the synapses, and creating new pathways for your brain to work and stuff. It makes you smarter, and you won't get Alzheimer's as easily. So there you go. Logic puzzles, brain tasks, memorization things are good for you, good for your health and your well-being as you get older, which that is, I think, one of the most basic fears that humans have, is a fear of aging and being feeble and too weak to do things that you want to do. So, not to end that on a morbid note, but have fun. See you next time.